Hey, what's up guys, welcome to another lighting breakdown and behind the scenes of a photo shoot that I did recently. So Grace, who's a model I shot in the past, reached out and said she was going to be in Toronto and wanted to do a photo shoot, something that she could share with her agent. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So put together a mood board and got together a few days ago to put the shoot together. And I think it came out really, really well. So what I'm going to be doing today is showing you guys the lighting breakdown of the photo shoot so you guys can try it out for yourself. So what I'm going to do right now is dive into Photoshop because I have it open right here. And then I'll show you guys exactly what I did to get the shoot. So before we get to that, just want to tell you guys about the camera setup that I use for the shoot and my lights basically. So my camera was the Sony A7R V, which is my go-to camera right now. That's the main camera that I shoot with. I've been shooting with that camera for over a year. And for lenses, I use both the 85 1.4 Pro lens from Viltrox and also the 90mm from Tamron. That is the lens that I use for my headshots right now. It was sent to me by Tamron, and also the 85 was sent to me by Viltrox. So both lenses were sent to me, but they are my main lenses when it comes to portraits. If I'm trying to just shoot random portraits in the studio, I use the 85. If I'm trying to get headshots, I use the 90mm from Tamron because that's a macro lens. But yeah, so those were the two lenses that I use. So right now on my screen, my main lighting setup, which is something that I use all the time when it comes to my studio photo shoots. This is it right here. This is what you guys can see on the screen. So this is the image that I got. I use it for both portraits and headshots right now because I really love how soft and natural it looks. It almost feels like you are getting natural light in the studio, right? That's why I really like it. Okay, great. This is the headshot that you guys can see. This headshot was shot with the Tamron 90mm lens. It was shot at f7.1, ISO 100 and 1/100th of a second. That's the shutter speed. Now, when it comes to my light, I was shooting with the AD800 Pro from Godox. That's another light that Godox recently sent to me. I really like that light. In my own opinion, I think is their best battery-powered light that they have. And that's the light that I was using right here. And typically, that is set to 1/4. So how does this light setup work? I have a 7 feet, probably 6 feet umbrella right here. And what happens is that this umbrella is facing this V flat. Now, this V flat is kind of like a makeshift V flat. It is not like from V flat World or one of those other V flats. What happened was there was an event in the studio and they had this big white board that they used as some, I don't know what it is, but as you guys can see, it's branded at the back. But it was really nice and tall, and most V flats are not that tall. So we just kept it in the studio and we've always used it as a V flat and we've used it to bounce light. Now, aesthetically, it is not the most pleasing thing to look at, but it does the job. Reflects light perfectly. Everything looks nice. So that's like I go to stuff when I'm shooting with like a white backdrop. Absolutely love it. It is really tall. I think the thing is probably like 7 or 8 feet, maybe about 8 feet tall. Really like it. Until I have money to buy a V flat that is that tall, I'm going to keep using this. And when this is bad, probably going to ask them where they got this from, and I'll buy it too and continue using it in the studio. So if you're in the studio, they're really good to use. But yeah, so that's that. And what happens is it bounces light right off this. And what this does is that it will bounce light back to my subject. So that's what happens. And what you guys can see here is what's happening. I'm just going to zoom into Grace's face right here so you guys can see her eyes. And you guys can see the V flat right here. You can see it's bouncing light back into her eyes, and that's really nice. And the light is nice and soft because the light is coming from like a soft octabox bouncing off like a huge V flat and then back to our subject. Now, the way I set up my V flat is a little different. So the V flat is set up in a way where it's kind of like a V. So it's here like this. It has this part, and it just bounces here and it just shoots light back at our subject. So that's about it. I mean, I'm shooting with like 90mm here. She is about 6 feet away from the backdrop, which is good. And then on the other side, I have a black V flat. And what that is doing is that's just creating a negative fill. So the idea is that we have the other side of her face look a little darker than this side. So as you guys can see, this other side of her face is just a little darker. So yeah, that's the light setup. It's really simple. If you've watched any of my previous light setups, you know I really like or love this light setup, and it's my go-to light setup right now when I shoot models in the studio. It is simple, gives you this nice look. By the way, this photo you guys are seeing on the screen is edited. I think the natural edit is like really nice, as you guys can see. So I'm going to do a video showing how you can edit like natural portraits like this using Photoshop. I mean, Capture One is where I used to color grade, and then Evoto 2. So stay tuned for that video. But yeah, that's the first light setup. If you have any questions, put in the comments. I'll answer you. Just so you guys know, before we move to the next setup, this is the same setup that I used to get this image. So the good thing about it is that you can just move close to your subject, get headshots, move back, get full photos. So it was the same thing. I used to shoot this image and then this image to this image. You guys can see it's so nice that you can use it to get full photos. You can then use it to get medium shots, and then you can use it to get headshots. Try this light setup out. It's really nice. Because I was shooting with the AD800, I was shooting at 1/4. Because I was shooting with the AD800. When I shoot with the AD600, I typically shoot 1/1 because I'm shooting at f7. You know, obviously I want everything to be in focus as much as possible. If I was going to shoot with like a 400 or a 300, I'm probably going to shoot 1/1, but I'm not going to shoot f7 because the moment the light leaves the octabox or the umbrella and hits the V flat, then back to your subject, what happens is that you're not going to get that much power. So if you're not using a powerful light, you're probably going to have to drop your f-stop or increase your ISO. But for me, because I'm using lights that are really powerful, it just works for me, right? Okay, great. So let's move to the next light setup and I'll show you what we did. So this light setup, the idea was to go for this high key look, right? So we did the same thing. We bounced the light, as you guys can see right here, off the V flat. Now this light bouncing off the V flat and back to our subject from the V flat. So we're still shooting at 1.4. That's the power of the light. We're shooting at ISO 100, 1/100th of a second, as you guys can see, f7.1. And this time we're using the 85 1.4 from Viltrox. For the headshots, it's the 90mm macro from Tamron. Okay, great. Now, the main difference between this and the other light setup was that if you guys can see, I have at the back here one AD600. This is the AD600, the regular AD600 BM bouncing light at the backdrop, and then I have one AD600 Pro right here. It doesn't matter if you have the AD600 or the AD600 Pro, anyone will work. And I had both of them firing light at the backdrop. So the idea was that I wanted them to fire light at the backdrop so that the backdrop is blown out. Now, I really like this little line down here. Because the backdrop is blown out, you can't see that the backdrop is folded, and it just gives this little line, which in my own opinion gives the image a little bit more depth. That was not the idea in the first place, but it just happened to work out that way. And this is what the image looks like. Same camera settings. The difference was that I shot with 85 in this particular scenario. I had two lights bouncing, basically just firing with their reflectors on the background so that the background is overexposed. And then in post, what I did was I just added a lot of contrast. And then we have this image right here. This one has been edited. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, simple light setup. If you guys have any questions, you can shoot me a message or just comment below and I would answer your questions. And that's about it. That's the light setup for this beautiful shoot that I did with a beautiful model, Grace. And yeah, if you guys want to support me, check out my retouching packs. Links will be in the description below. And I'll be doing like an editing video to show you guys how I color graded this and also how I retouch the skin for this. Look how natural that looks. Show you guys all my techniques. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. Have an amazing day. Peace out, guys.